Hey everyone, how you doing? Miles here with Commies K9. This is our newest dog here. This is Skai, 4-year-old German Shepherd Beagle mix. And today we are working with Skai, trying to introduce him to proper leash pressure and the use of the prong collar. As I said before, Skai's 4 years old. So prior to this session, our first time we met was about 2 weeks ago during a consultation. And prior to that, Skai didn't really have good on-leash skills and manners. So walks were really painful for the owners and the family prior to our consultation that we did with Skai. So today is a more in-depth training session into what we touched on in the consultation, with further introducing him to leash pressure, but using the prong collar instead of the slip lead, which he's used to. Skai has a pretty good amount of opposition reflex, where he will put on the brakes and resist the pressure of the collar. That's exhibited here throughout this whole video. Skai is completely resisting my direction with the leash and the pressure of the prong collar. Kind of a little bit more so than your average dog, but that's due to the years of him not being able to walk properly on the leash. So in effect, you create a negative outcome when you try and reintroduce a dog to leash pressure who hasn't been used to taking direction or communicating that way before. And see right here, he's sitting, not putting pressure on the leash, and then finally he'll give in a little bit, but he's still walking around with his head in an awkward position. He laid down quite a few times in the video, laid completely down, put pressure again, and to the left, pressure, 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 pulling, and then finally he'll pop up there. Skai is actually pretty strong. The muscles in his neck are pretty strong, a little stronger than, like I said, your average dog, and that's due to him pulling and strengthening that muscle in his neck. We have a brand new prong collar on him that is fit nice and snug all the way at the top of his neck, using the most sensitive part of the dog's neck, as we always do. But as you see here, it is a little bit of a struggle getting him to yield with the leash and walk around smoothly with us. But again, this is just the first really in-depth session of leash pressure with Skai, so it's to be expected. We will tackle this behavior again later on today, and hopefully we'll have some better progress in that session, in the second session. As you see, as you just saw right there, he just laid down and completely is trying to ignore the pressure of the collar. He doesn't want to give in willingly, again, which is to be expected when introducing a dog to proper leash pressure. But he is just so powerful in his neck. The muscle in his neck is really, really strong, that it makes this what should be a 10 to 15 minute exercise longer. The video is only about 6 minutes or so, but this whole exercise took us probably about a good 45 minutes, to where I got a pretty good breakthrough and it actually got a little smoother. So right there, I was just introducing him to some leash pops just to kind of keep him moving with me. I don't want him to keep sitting down, and as you see there, the strength in his neck pops the leash out of my hand as I'm trying to hold a relaxed grip around the leash. I don't want to communicate to him that I'm tense or frustrated or anything like that, so I like to keep the leash nice and loose. unless I'm applying pressure in a certain direction to get him to move with me. Here I'm just trying to do little circles here just to get him to kind of move a little smoothly, with doing the circles. But as you saw, he's kind of stumbling over his feet and everything. It's not too pretty. So he's making some progress. Like I said, it took about 45 minutes to where we got a little bit more smooth with this exercise. So this is Skai.